Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, Managing Partner with Levinson and Associates. With us today, we have Joseph Lochran, our Marketing Vice President, and then our special guest speaker, Christopher, our annuity expert. Okay, now Chris, first of all, we're delighted to have him join us on today's presentation. Now, what's unique and what's different about Chris is he brings a totally different perspective to this side of the industry, because he's not carrier driven. He's not just going to talk about one or two products. Okay, he is a true independent consultant. So he's going to give us his take on the annuity world in 2018, give us some good sales ideas, talk about what some of the hot products are, and where we need to be looking for 2018 and in the future in the annuity space. So we appreciate him, and we know his time is very valuable. So me and Joe are going to speak for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we're going to introduce Christopher, and then at the end of today's presentation, which will be about 45 minutes, we're going to give away a free tablet to the 100th registrant. Okay, so if you are number 100, you are winning a tablet. We'll announce your name at the end of the presentation. Okay, so real quick, the reason why this is unique and different for us, okay, yes, Chris is joining us, which makes this very special, but also June is Annuity Awareness Month in the industry as a whole. So we all need to pay special attention to this space. Now, you're going to see some great consumer material that we have put together that you can utilize in your presentations, or if you want to send a client a video that talks about transferring funds, or just a simple SPIA or indexed annuity, whatever the case is, we put everything together for you in an easy-to-use library of marketing pieces. Also, if you have never sold an annuity before, okay, that's no problem. As you know, commission-wise, underwriting-wise, there is nothing easier and faster than an annuity sale, okay? It literally is 1, 2, 3. Commissions are awesome, okay? With Levinson and Associates, you get top levels as always. If you are a veteran in the annuity space, you're a seasoned annuity agent, again, no problem. You also are going to learn about some new ideas, products, great information today, so you could start marketing and bringing your practice to the next level. So everybody's going to walk away with a little something. Now, Chris is available, of course, if we need to speak to him after the call. If you have a big client you're working on, Josh in our office, who's our annuity rep here at Levinson, Josh can call Chris on a 3-way conference call. We can have you, Chris, and Josh all speak and try to come up with a good solution for a particular client. So we can do that as well. So yes, this is a little bit of something for everybody in the annuity space. We have some life insurance agents that are very, very successful. Some are not so successful in this world, but again, that's no problem, because we all have someone in our book, or maybe someone that we sold a life insurance policy to that would be a perfect annuity candidate. So we're going to speak at that level today. So I want all of you to be thinking about, who can I go back and revisit and pick up the phone and speak about a simple annuity presentation or pitch. Okay, so again, we're going to have a little bit of something for everybody. That was the name of the game when we put together this presentation. Okay, we have 14,000 plus agents in almost every city in the country, and everybody is a little different and has their own little niche, but we wanted to create this presentation for Annuity Awareness Month and make sure that we touched on everyone. Okay, so take out a pen and paper, jot down any questions, comments that you might have. We would love to hear from you, good or bad. That's how we make these weekly webinars better and better every single week, at least we hope. I think the numbers speak for themselves. We average way over 100 guests every single week. So I feel like that we're doing a great job, and it's all because of you, our Levinson agents. Okay, so as far as annuity carriers products, there's a lot of rumors in the industry. Some products are exclusive. You can only go through one particular IMO. Most of that is nonsense, okay? We have access to 90% of the carriers and products in this space. All of the hot products for 2018 are at your fingertips, okay? Then we have a cash for contracting incentive. So even if you're already appointed, if you transfer that contract over to us, we will match or beat your existing grid. Plus, you're going to get anywhere from $100 to $400 in cash with every annuity that you send in. Okay, so that's a huge plus. So if you're interested, let us know. If you don't see one of the carriers or products on our website, we have a special annuity section on the site. If you don't see a particular carrier or product, just let us know and we will make sure that you have access, and most of the time we can get you access. Josh in our office, his job is to head up this division and make sure that you have everything that you need to go out and be dangerous and ultimately make some annuity sales, which is, again, the name of the game. Okay, so moving forward, Joe's going to talk about some new updates to the annuity section of our website. I encourage everyone to log in and go look around. You're going to see some new presentations and sales material that you can download today. Joe, you there?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So what we're going to dive into here, a couple screenshots of CarrieLevinson.com. Specifically, if you go to CarrieLevinson.com, across the top, you'll see the Annuity tab. And I've highlighted on the very top of this page here in that blue box, the Annuity Solutions Center. This is where you're going to find all the product details, all those top annuity carriers. We even have updated product details, financial snapshots for every single carrier. So this is actually all updated. Every time there's a rate adjustment on a monthly basis, you can go right to this section of our website and see all the products, all the information in real time. A couple great things that we've added in addition to those normal, rate sheets and additional financial snapshots is an annuity suitability matrix, which is what you're looking at on the left-hand side of the screen. This is actually available in an 8x14 hard copy, so we have hundreds of copies here in the office. If you're interested, let us know after the call. We'll mail one of these out to you. This is a great piece to have on your desk, kind of a quick reference sheet to know which annuities are going to be, the best for your client. And that's updated constantly as well. On the right-hand side, we have a really, really phenomenal MIGA rates matrix. This is updated, of course, in real time, so you'll be able to access this platform and really download these two issues and see kind of what products are best on a monthly basis. And Josh Hoffman in our office is responsible for updating all those products. Another great tool is the Annuity Quote Engine. Right here underneath that quote tab, you'll see Annuity Quote Engine. You can enter in really a couple different criteria here, entering in the state, the age, the amount. Not only can you search for deferred annuities, which are going to be fixed, you can also search by flexible premium, single premium, indexed annuity products. This is not only going to show you which products are available in a particular state for a particular age, it's also going to show you the returns, even some of the commission details are available. So a really, really great tool to be able to see all those products that are available through Levinson in one spot. Again, right underneath that quote tab, you click on Annuity Quote Engine, you can see everything in real time. Another great tool I want to mention here, we have not only, like we mentioned here, all the different rates and the product guides and brochures, but actual consumer approved materials, presentations. We have some annuity training audio and video, which are updated on a weekly basis. And if you look over towards the left-hand side, you'll see the marketing zone. This is where you can access different client videos that are all consumer approved, different products. It's very, very difficult to find, a competitive annuity marketing piece, whether it's designed for seminars or individuals. So these are not only PowerPoints, but also warm-up videos, marketing flyers. All this is updated in real time. So a really, really great place, really good resource. If you're looking for something particular, again, reach out to Josh Hoffman and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and he can guide you to that right product or that right flyer, right brochure for that specific scenario.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. Okay, so Moving forward from here on out, we're going to talk about some great, unique marketing ideas that are only available through Levinson. Okay, so if you're active with us, you have access to everything at no charge. Okay, so as long as you're writing at least an app per month, everything you're about to see is 100% free. If you're new with us and you haven't even written an application before, okay, the agency automator hosting, no charge. The monthly fees, a co-op 50% discount. As soon as you start writing at least an application per month, it's 100% free. Okay, so make sure your eyes are glued, pen and paper. Once again, Agency Automator. Now, this tool will allow you to gain access to the Agency Automator client database, so you can search a certain zip code, a combined household income of, let's say, at least 75,000, married families with at least one child. You can put in whatever criteria you would like, and the system will spit out names, phone numbers, emails, and addresses for all prospects in that zip code that you're marketing to. You get 1,000 at no charge every single month. Okay, so by utilizing this tool and then combined with our scholarship program, we're the only IMO in the country that allows you to give away a free one-year tuition scholarship, okay, up to $40,000 of value with an annuity sale. Okay, so there's no additional premium, no commission reduction, no charge for you, no skin off your back. If you're appointed with us, you can give out free scholarships with every annuity sale. So that is a win-win. As long as it's one of our eligible carriers, then you are qualified and you can give this out free. Now, just think, if Joe is an agent, I'm an agent, we're both pitching, let's say, a 10-year annuity to the same prospect, rates, financial ratings, everything's neck and neck. They look the same, but I'm giving this one free year scholarship to little Johnny, who's now 7 years old. Okay, I don't care how much more they like Joe, they're going to buy from me every time because of the value add. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. You talk about college planning, college funding, right? I mean, think about how an annuity would help out that particular family. And now you throw in this $40,000 value at no additional fee or charges to you or the consumer. It's a no-brainer. So make sure you get comfortable with the scholarship program. And then what you can do, we have a bunch of client material, presentations, PowerPoints that all go over annuities and our scholarship program. You can start marketing this stuff by using Agency Automator. We already have the e-blast made that we can co-brand with you. We can customize all of the material with your name, logo, phone number. Everything is available at no charge. So, as you're seeing this stuff, just try to think, where can I market this? Who can I network with? Who can I speak to? And even if, and I'm going to say this, and I'm probably say it 2 or 3 times, if you've never sold an annuity and you have a prospect you think would be a good fit, and you never, ever even looked at an application or a quote, call Josh and depend on him, rely on him for that. Use him as an annuity resource. He will do everything for you except talk to your client. So he'll get you all of the tools that you need, all of the supplies you need to go out and make sure that you sound intelligent and make the sale. So again, everything is built into Agency Automator, all of the marketing pieces and presentations. It's up to you to go out there, download it, and start marketing today. Okay, all of the email blasts that you can see in Agency Automator, you can send out. It tracks everything. Just think of like a Constant Contact or MailChimp, but this is a CRM tool built for the insurance and annuity industry. So again, take a look at it. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we have live trainings. You can dive in, ask questions, but make sure you get yourself familiar. It's so important. Nobody wants to be a Toys R Us, a Yellow Cab, right? We want to make sure that we're an Uber and an Amazon of the insurance and annuity world, and that's what we're gearing you up to be, right? So we all want to see what's coming, see what's next, and make sure our foot is ahead of the curve, and that's what we're doing here by equipping you with all of the iGenius tools and technology. Okay, moving forward here, we built a page all about DOL, all of the DOL resources, all of the updates, everything is here at your fingertips. Of course, if you have any questions, let us know. We even have some DOL video presentations that we put on earlier in the year that are available in our archive library as well. Okay, Levinson Annuities and free scholarships. So we built these pins in the bottom right corner. These are free for everyone that's on the call. As long as you're active with us with one of our scholarship approved carriers, we will mail that out for you at no charge. All of the material in the middle is available at no charge. It has all of the colleges that are in the program, which, by the way, we just hit 400. So we are doing unbelievable. For anybody in South Florida, Lynn University was just added in Boca Raton. Those are the scholarship approved carriers. So if you're not licensed with those carriers, let us know. We'll get you up and running. If you already are licensed, but you're not under us, okay, let's transfer the contract, take advantage of the cash for contracting incentive, and you can start offering scholarship with all of those carriers and products this afternoon. So let us know. We'll make sure that you are up and running 100%. Okay, up next is a few incentives that Levinson has put together just for you above and beyond what the carriers are incentivizing you with. So these are great programs only available from Levinson. Very simple, bottom right corner. Now, keep in mind, this is for June Annuity Awareness Month, starting at just $75,000 of premium, which, by the way, is nothing for an annuity. We give you $150 cash above and beyond everything else. All the way up to $1 million, you get a $2,000 bonus, plus cash for contracting, plus the annuity incentive program you're going to see in a second, plus the carrier incentive programs, okay? So this is a win-win-win. I hope on your next annuity case that you'll give us a call to make sure that you are up and running with these packages. This is our Kick Assets Annuity Sales Contest. Again, above and beyond what you just saw and above and beyond what the carriers offer. Right in place, $100,000. You'll get all of those things listed in the middle or a cash equivalent of $400 cash. Again, $250,000 as you go down all the way to $500,000 and $750,000, and then you can look on the right side. We go all the way up to a $1,500 cash incentive. So again, if you're not writing your annuity business with us, you are missing the boat. Literally, make sure you give us a call. We'll get, even if it's one carrier for now, you want to test the waters, no problem. Take advantage of all of our great resources, even if it's only one carrier. Okay, give us a shout and we'll get you up and running. Josh Hoffman is our CLU CHFC MBA. All the way, Josh was with MetLife from ING. He worked with 4 different home offices. He is brilliant. Any kind of annuity presentations, any kind of advanced case design, tax questions, Josh is an awesome resource. Also heads up our Levinson in-house Annuity Division. So everything is under one roof. And again, Chris is also available as an external consultant. So if we need to get him on the phone once again, we can conference him in on a 3-way call with Josh Hoffman as well. So again, never sold an annuity, no problem. We are here to help. Without further ado, our feature presentation of the day is a longtime friend of ours, Christopher, who is an industry annuity expert. In my opinion, I think when you're done listening to him speak, you will fully agree with me. Chris, you there?
I'm here, Bill. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Outstanding, guys. Well, hey, I really appreciate you guys for having me on here. I always appreciate, actually, the time that I get to spend with Levinson and Associates. Bill, Joe, and Josh, you guys do such a great job. It's hard not to be motivated when you hear all of those great things that you guys offer. So that's really exciting. So thanks again. But listen, folks, when it comes down to annuities, I really want to dig deeper today in how we can connect with our clients a little bit better. I want to kick things off here with just taking a look at how we can best connect with these folks. And at the end of the day, I truly believe when you're making annuity sales, it really all begins with caring. Now, I don't want to get too corny or anything on you guys, but we really have to care about our clients, right? Remember, an annuity sale is a really different sale compared to life insurance, compared to med subs. In many cases with your clients, you're dealing with a client's lifetime savings, aren't you? You could be getting checks written to you for $50,000, $200,000, maybe even $1 million. And of course, I'm not saying that you don't care for your clients as much if you're doing a life insurance sale or say a med sup sale, but when you're dealing with these large sums of money, the stakes are a little bit different, right? And it's something to think about all the time as you go to any appointment when you're about to talk to your clients about fixed annuities. And I'll even make this point here, as much as I kind of bash the DOL rule for complicating our business here a little bit, for making annuity sales a little bit tougher, I do think it's a little bit sad that it kind of takes a rule from the Department of Labor to tell us to care about our clients, right? To put their needs and interests first. Now, of course, we all wear a lot of hats. Every one of you on the phone today, whether you're an agent, whether you're an agency, if you're Bill and Josh or Joe on the phone, we're all wearing a lot of hats. We all have bills to pay today. But I really think that by caring about our clients' past and the work that it took for them to create that nest egg that they have, we can all be much more successful annuity agents at the same time. So let's kind of dive in real fast into having that annuity conversation. If you're a new agent on this call, I think a lot of these things are going to help you out. If you're a seasoned veteran, I think we're definitely going to tell you some things here that could be excellent reminders for you as you go into any appointment. And even we have some product scenarios too a little bit later that are going to help you out as well. So let's take a look at our, let's call it ideal client here. Now, of course, there's a ton of products out there. Levinson and Associates have access to products that can even write clients up to age 100, if you will. But the ideal client, for the sake of this, let's say is between the ages of 50 and 65 years old. He or she has been working for about 20 to 30 years, and he or she has a really nice nest egg built up in a qualified retirement account. Let's go back to caring about these clients a little bit for a minute, if we could. Let's think about some of the things that these clients have been through. Your clients have been through some pretty turbulent times, as well as all of you on the phone. If you've been investing for several years, you know that there have been some turbulent times behind us. And just think about this one. Think about the dot-com bubble bursting. I'm sure everyone remembers that one. If your client is between the ages of 50 and 65, that means they're between the ages of 32 and 47 when that dot-com bubble bursted. Everybody was pumped up about these stocks, if you recall. Remember how even if a company had a com or a net in their name, that some reason their stock was just going to fire up and it was going to be worth a ton of money and everybody was going to be rich? I remember how the 2000 Super Bowl actually had so many ads that were for dot-com companies. I believe 22 companies actually had dot-com ads from these tech companies. And today, only 4 of those companies are even in existence, most of them disappearing in 3 years after that Super Bowl. Now, that's pretty wild, but the point I'm trying to make is your clients may have been affected by this, right? Maybe if they had money in the market, maybe if they put a lot of money into pets.com or one of those tech companies that advertised in that 2000 Super Bowl, they may have lost a lot of money. But even if they didn't, and it didn't directly affect them at all, it definitely shows the uncertainty that lies in the markets when hype takes over instead of common sense. So your clients have been through something like the dot-com bubble burst, but let's think about Enron for a minute. Again, we're putting ourselves in the shoes of our clients. We're trying to see what they've been through, maybe why they're a little bit hesitant to deal in the marketplace in the first place. If your clients dealt with Enron, maybe that didn't affect them directly. I'm from Texas, so I happen to know people who this affected directly. But let's say Enron had nothing to do with your clients. They weren't hired by them. They didn't own stock in them. Isn't that just an ugly story about corporate greed for your clients? Doesn't Enron just show why many people have a distrust in these big corporations, maybe even a distrust in the marketplace? Maybe something like Enron is the reason your clients are more conservative investors, because of that distrust that they have for big corporations like that. And of course, we can't deny the financial crisis, the crash in 2008. Some 8 million homeowners lost their homes. 12 million other homes were underwater, meaning their homes were worth less than the amount that your clients were paying. And it's really hard to believe, folks, that this was just 10 years ago. But again, the point I'm trying to make is this. Even if your clients were not directly affected by this, mentally, many of them are scarred by these types of things. It's a big reason why millennials have a very different mentality than baby boomers about their money and how they save. And it's an interesting thing, folks. We need to take a look at how we can start that annuity conversation, knowing and caring about the past things that our clients have been through. So how can we start that annuity conversation with our clients, knowing that they've been through some turbulent times in the past, knowing that they may have a distrust for the markets, or they may feel like they don't quite trust those big corporations, or say that they were still feeling the effects of 2008. How can we start that annuity conversation with your clients today? Well, I think the first thing we have to do is we have to take an interest in our clients' money. Let's talk about savings with them. Let's ask them what they're able to put away as a rainy day fund or for emergency savings. Ask them about their qualified plans at work. What do they have at work? Do your clients have a 401k? Is it set up as a simple IRA or a SEP? Find out what their company contributes. That can go a long way to having that conversation with your clients as well. Ask them about that retirement money and what would be a good goal for them when they do hit retirement. I also like to talk about fund purchases, hobbies that these clients have as well. Why always keep it to retirement? Why always keep it to that future goal that might be 20 or 30 years from now? Find out today what your clients like to spend money on. What do they enjoy? Do they enjoy buying cars? Do they enjoy boating? What's their hobby? That may actually help you connect with your clients in an entirely different way as well. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with this. You may have seen this in some other presentations, but those now, later, never assets. I love that term. It's oftentimes used in life insurance, but I think it's such a strong statement in annuities and a very simple way to open up that annuity conversation. Mr. Client, what are your now assets? What do you need right now? How much money do you need right now to cover expenses and for your daily costs? What can you put away for later? And in a great life insurance segue, what are some never assets that you have? What's some never money that you need? Some money that you may want to leave behind for your heirs. That can lead into a nice segue for a life insurance sale as well. Now, later, never, a great way to start that annuity conversation with your clients. How about the stock market? Folks, let's think about the stock market for a second. For even unfinancially savvy clients, they know that we're on a little bit of a roller coaster right now, right? What happened to the stock market the day after Memorial Day? It dropped by 500 points, didn't it? The very next day, that Wednesday, the stock market was back up 400 points. Now, for a young client, that may not mean very much. But for an older client who may be a few years away from retirement or seriously considering what they need to do for retirement, that can be a very scary thing. And luckily, the tool that we're about to discuss here in fixed annuities is the right tool for those clients to protect those assets. Keep in mind as well that 2008 is very fresh on the mind for a lot of clients, and this crosses generations. Not just the people that it affected, but millennials as well, those younger clients that you talk to every single day. Maybe they had a parent that was affected by 2008. Maybe their household was affected in some way. Maybe it's the reason why they're so conservative or have a distrust for the marketplaces themselves. Putting yourself in their shoes can go a long, long way for you. And finally, when you talk about annuities with your clients, folks, you become their all-purpose agent, don't you? If you sell them a life insurance policy and you walk out of the house, what are you to that client? You're their life insurance agent, right? If you talk med subs with that client and then you just leave the house after taking an application, they're going to consider you their med sup agent. But if you take an interest in your clients, their experiences, how they got this nest egg that's so important to them, suddenly you become their all-purpose agent. And at the end of the day, you do all of that by really caring for your clients, how they got to where they are, and caring about those assets that they've built up. So if you're new to annuities, how can you get all of this started? How can you really start to have that annuity conversation? Sure, you can talk savings with them, find out what they have in their 401ks, find out what they have in their simple IRAs, find out what they put away as rainy day funds. But how can you really dive in? Well, to kick this whole thing off, I bring you guys the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Just 5 easy ways that you can start having that annuity conversation with your clients right away. And don't worry, I know this is being recorded as well by Bill and Josh and Joe. So this will be available to you and will be available as slides to you as well. So let's dive into the 5-4-3-2-1 method real quick. 5 benefits to fixed annuities. Now, folks, I'm going to kick this thing off by saying there are a lot more benefits than 5 benefits to fixed annuities. Of course, I don't even mention things like probate in here. I don't really mention the fact that you can do income for life in this, but 5 benefits to fixed annuities. Again, if you're a new agent on this call, and you want to start having that annuity conversation with your clients, maybe a client you've known for a long time or a client that you just met, let's keep it very simple for them and talk to them about a few things with annuities. So I'm going to dive right in here. 5 benefits. Liquidity. How many times have you talked to a client and maybe they have an uncle or somebody and they got into an annuity years ago and they said, oh, I couldn't access my money at all? Well, it's simply not true. Now, if they were told that from a bad agent, that's a whole different thing. But with these products, you do have liquidity options available. Sometimes just interest only, sometimes it's % free withdrawals after the first year. A lot of different annuities have that, but you do have liquidity options available. In a few minutes, I'm going to go over a very liquid product with you as well that I think could be a good fit for many of your clients. With fixed annuities, you also have growth potential with interest credits that are based on the performance of an external index. One of the biggest features, folks, and remember, we talked about those turbulent times earlier, that principal security. You have so much principal security with these products. It's absolutely fantastic. You have that client that's 64 years old looking to retire in the next few years. They've been working for 20 or 30 years to save this nest egg of $500,000. They want to put it somewhere where it's not going to be affected by the markets. A fixed annuity is going to be the way to go. A lot of times that conversation about principal security is what's going to help you get that sale. Income is entirely unique to annuity contracts, that ability to annuitize your contract for a guaranteed stream of income. Many older clients today still think that's the only purpose of an annuity. That is the main purpose of an annuity, to create that guaranteed stream of income. You always want to have that income conversation when you're talking to your clients. Finally, tax deferral. Levinson & Associates, they have several charts. They have some PowerPoints as well that can talk about tax deferral for your clients. Annuities, folks, they earn compound interest on a tax-deferred basis. If you're comparing somebody's annuity to a CD, their CD can't do that. They have to pay taxes on those gains every single year. But with an annuity, annuities earn compound interest on a tax-deferred basis. And remember, that just means interest on top of interest on top of interest. It's a beautiful feature. Again, those are 5 quick benefits to fixed annuities that we like so much. There's a ton more things that you can go about, but if you're just trying to have that introduction conversation with your clients, that's a great way to get started. So let's dive into some questions. 4 questions. So we were at 5, now we're at 4. The 4 questions you can ask in every single appointment. So if you're sitting down with a client, what's an easy in with annuities? There's always an easy in to start that annuity conversation. I always like to ask, are you happy with your current rate of return on your CDs, savings, or money market accounts? What are you doing with that question? You're trying to find out what kind of gains they're getting on their CDs or even in a savings account. Think about where you live right now in your local bank. Think about the CD rates at your local bank right now. Where are they kind of hovering? Hopefully some of you on the webcast are having a conversation right now. But with those CD rates, if you're looking at a 5-year CD, you're at under 2% for the most part, maybe at 1.75. There are annuities out there that can compare right to a CD and a multi-year guarantee for 5 years, offering over 3.5%, sometimes around 3.6%. If you're a new agent getting involved with annuities, this is such an easy in for you. Mr. Client, your CD right now for 5 years is getting you 1.75%. I have something that can get you 3.5%. Let's get you signed up right away. A very, very easy in. Another question I like to ask, are you concerned about outliving your retirement income? Many of you on this call, I know from talking to Bill, are life insurance agents, and we're always concerned about that death benefit, something they're going to leave behind. But how about your client? Are they concerned that they haven't saved enough money? Are they concerned about outliving their retirement income? It's an excellent question to ask, which leads us into this next one. Do you want your income in retirement to be guaranteed for the rest of your life? One of the biggest, most unique features of annuities is that you can guarantee income for the rest of your client's life. It's a beautiful feature. And finally, I love to ask this question. It really kind of leads into index annuities. It leads into really all fixed annuities, but it can really start that index annuity conversation. How would you like to protect your retirement money from market downturns today? Have you seen the stock market, Mr. Client? Do you know what it did after Memorial Day? Use that example, down 500 points. Sure, it went up the very next day, but you may not see that. It may not happen when that client's looking to finally retire and pull that money out. How would you like to protect your retirement money from market day, a benefit offered by fixed annuities? 3 products. We're keeping it very simple here. Keeping it very simple. It's our never-ending quest to keep things simple. We have to keep it simple when we're talking to our clients. You have 3 types of fixed annuities: index annuities, traditional annuities, and SPIAs. My suggestion, folks, keep it simple. Work with 2 to 3 products in each category. Of course, Levinson and Associates, they have a ton of different carriers that are available to you for any niche needs or special circumstances you might have. But to get going, we got to keep it simple. And these are really going to be your 3 products when you're talking to clients to just cover in some detail: index, traditional, SPIA. We have a lot of tools as well where you can talk to your clients about what each of those products can do for them. In fact, we're about to go over a few of those products here in just a few minutes. The 2 needs. So we've gotten over 5 benefits of these annuities, 4 questions to ask in the appointment, 3 different products, 2 needs. Folks, as long as we've been doing this, it really comes down to 2 different needs for your clients. It's usually always the same. Does the client need the product for income or for accumulation? Are they looking for income now or income later? Or are they just looking to protect their principal for a while and let the funds take advantage of index credits? Maybe they just want a CD alternative with a guaranteed rate. The needs for your clients boil down to the same thing. Do they need a fixed annuity for income or for accumulation? And folks, when it comes down to all of these, there really is one solution at the end of the day. That solution is going to be fixed annuities. It can cover all of those issues. It can handle the accumulation side. It can handle the income side. It can protect your client's principal from these market downturns. What I'm showing you right now is just a needs assessment tool. I love this tool. I would use this in every single appointment. Even if you're walking into a life insurance appointment, I would take this with you. I would make it a requirement for myself to ask the questions on this needs assessment. Levinson and Associates have these tools. They have this on their website, and then they have a lot of other needs assessment and needs analysis tools for you as well. But this is just such a great one. I really like this first page here. If you take a look at your left, allows you to jot down what kind of savings your client has, even some of their long and short-term goals that you can see there on the bottom right on the left-hand side. This is how you folks can start having that annuity conversation today. This is how you can become your client's all-purpose agent. So let's dive into some products real fast. I want to talk about some product scenarios, some things that you can use to assess and to address those needs that your clients have. And again, we want to keep it really simple here. And like I said before, Levinson Associates, they have access to a ton of carriers, but we're just trying to keep it simple on what can help out your clients today. So with this, we are going to be addressing the 3 different products as well as the 2 different needs for your clients. And there are products for every situation here. So let's talk accumulation. The Athene Performance Elite product. Folks, if you're not familiar with this one, we really, really like this product here. This product is outstanding. It's got 7-year, 10-year, 15-year surrender options. One thing I like about Athene, they're an A-rated company. They were the #2 seller of fixed annuities last year, the #2 seller in the country for fixed annuities. So they're really on the rise here. They have outstanding no-cap proprietary indexes with the Janus SG and the BNP Paribas. Outstanding no-cap proprietary indexes. And we're talking these illustrations on 10-year lookbacks are showing 7.5% to 8.5% returns for your clients. They're a very nice product. I like them so much because they don't have any fees. There's not a lot of bells and whistles to it. This is for the client that says, listen, I just need something for accumulation. I want to put this money away for 7 years. I want to put this money away for 10 years and just let it sit, and I want to see how this index can grow. The beautiful thing is those no-cap indexes, something that you're seeing more of. And again, I'll mention it over and over. We have a lot of tools there to train you and teach you so you feel extremely comfortable talking about these no-cap indexes with Athene or with any of the other carriers as well. When you're talking accumulation, you got to take a look at Sagicor as well. Sagicor has this brand new product called the Sage Secure. They've actually added a couple of new products here recently. You really like this Sagicor Sage Secure because you have 5, 7, and 10-year options in a fixed index annuity. And folks, if you see that 5-year fixed index annuity, that's pretty unique. You don't see a lot of 5-year fixed index annuities anymore. It's very nice to have that 5-year option, but of course you do have that 7 and 10-year option. Something I love about this FIA, it's available to age 90. That is extremely unique. Most FIAs are going to go up to age 80, even at short surrenders. So this Sagicor Sage Secure FIA, a great accumulation product, even for your older clients, available up to age 90. You have a 6.3% cap on the 1-year point-to-point with a 10-year option. You even have a 6% cap with the 5-year. And I know Levinson and Associates, on their website, they even have some details about this commission bonus that's going on with Sagicor, through Sagicor. It's going on through July 6th. Earn up to 1.25% more on these Sage Secure sales directly from Sagicor. It's an exciting time to take a look at them. I know they're excited about it. But again, these are going to be outstanding products for you for accumulation, for those clients that just want to put some money away into something, know their principal is safe, and watch it grow with these index credits as well. I had to bring up this product because it addresses a new need that we're starting to see out there. This is the North American VersaChoice 10 product. This is the newest product from North American. This is an accumulation product, but it addresses that need of liquidity as well. So how often do you talk to clients and they mention that, yeah, you know, they've considered an annuity, but they just don't like locking their money up in a surrender charge for so long. They don't like that. They want to have some access to their money. They especially want access to their money if they get sick or something happens to them. Well, the beautiful thing about this product is it has this ELB rider. It's the Enhanced Liquidity Benefit Rider, and it has 4 benefits. Folks, if you look at the top 2 benefits here, the first one is enhanced penalty-free withdrawals. Beginning the 2nd year, you can take up to 20% of the accumulation value penalty-free if there were no withdrawals the previous year. So you have up to 20% free withdrawals with this product available with this rider. Something else I love, return of premium. If something happens in your client's life, if something changes, if something dramatically goes wrong, your client has a return of premium here. Anytime after the 2nd contract year, client can terminate that contract and receive the amount of premium that they paid into the policy. Now, if you notice these next 2 benefits, keep in mind those first 2 benefits are available to your client at any time with this rider. These next 2 benefits come into play and are ADL based, those activities of daily living. If you're unable to perform 2 out of 6 of these activities of daily living, your clients can use these next 2 benefits. Here's one that I love, the ADL-based surrender charge waiver. If a client is unable to complete 2 out of 6 of the activities of daily living after the issue date, it's possible to get 100% of the accumulation value immediately with no surrender charges. So this isn't a return of premium, folks. This is the ability to get 100% of the accumulation value on this ADL-based surrender charge waiver. A very nice benefit if something bad happens to your clients, if they are unable to perform 2 out of 6 of those ADLs. But then you also have this other option, the ADL-based payout benefit, which can take place after the 2nd contract anniversary. Folks, think about this for a minute. If you win the lottery, what do they say that you should do? Should you take the lump sum or should you take the annuity? You always take the annuity, right? You always take the annuity because it's going to pay you out more in the long run. Okay, so this is kind of the idea here. If a client's unable to complete 2 out of 6 of the ADLs, they can choose to draw an income over 5 years with this ADL-based payout benefit. And that payout benefit has a value multiplier that you can see at the bottom line right there. The illustration will show you exactly what that multiplier will look like should your client need access to their money, should they want to take it out in 5 payments like this. Folks, the North American VersaChoice 10 is an outstanding accumulation product too. North American has a few very good indexes that are doing a fantastic job. They had a rate increase that took place today at North American. They now have a 6% cap on their 1-year point-to-point, and then some very good margin indexes there as well. This, of course, this enhanced liquidity benefit is a rider, so it does cost something. 50 basis points is the cost for this rider. 50 basis points, which, if you think about it, isn't that bad, because most income riders with these companies are anywhere from 95 basis points to 1.1 points per year. So 50 basis points for this enhanced liquidity rider answers that question for your client. What if I need liquidity? What if I need liquidity if I get sick? An outstanding product. I'm going to cover a couple of simple products here, folks. Remember earlier we talked a little bit about those CD-like annuities, those CDs that you're comparing to. What are those annuity or what are those CD rates at your local banks there? I already looked. In the Florida area, they are 1.75 for 5 years. That's what I saw at some of them. Saw a couple small banks had it at 2% for 5 years. These are some very easy to talk about products. Bankers Life, for example, that's a company out of St. Petersburg, Florida. 3.6% for 5 years. That's the top multi-year guarantee rate in the country. 3.6% for 5 years guaranteed, and your clients have 10% free withdrawals available to them after year one. It's a great product there. If you're looking for another option, maybe you want an A+ rated carrier there. North American also has the Guaranteed Choice, 3.3% for 5 years on the high band of $100,000 or more, A+ rated carrier. Interest-only withdrawals after the first year. So clients still can access interest earned after the first year if they need some access to their money. It's a very nice feature. And again, folks, those are the products that you're going to want to talk about to your clients if you're comparing CDs. If you find out they have $100,000 sitting in a CD, only earning 1%, only earning 1.5%, here's a great conversation to have with them. Levinson Associates has the products for you to have that conversation, to beat that out, and to ultimately get that sale. Finally, let's talk about that income quotient, right? So we've talked about accumulation quite a bit. We've covered a couple of CD-like annuities. Let's talk income for a minute. There's a company that's doing a fantastic job right now with income, and that is Athene with this Ascent Pro bonus product. Depending on where you live, I believe most of you are in Florida on this call, but the Athene Ascent Pro bonus has some different variations depending on where you live, so make sure you take a look at that. But this product truly, folks, has industry-leading income. On option 1 with their income rider, you have a 10% simple roll-up for 10 years, meaning your clients will get 10% simple interest to their income base every single year for 10 years. If they decide to let that money sit in there longer, it's going to roll up at 5% simple roll-up years 11 through 20. Now, that's a very popular option, but the most popular one is definitely this option 2. When you're looking at income products, if you're looking at income riders, your clients want to know exactly what kind of income they're going to have. They want to know that they have some guarantees involved. They'd also like to take advantage of some index credits. That's where option 2 comes into play. Your clients have a 7% simple roll-up for 10 years with this income rider, and then a 4% simple roll-up years 11 through 20. But on top of that, your clients also get to take advantage of a 200% stacking percentage to the income base. What that really means here, and again, we're covering a lot of things, is just more income for your client. And again, that's going to address that need when your folks say, Mr. Agent, I have a question. I want to get an income from my annuity eventually, but I don't need that income for 10 years. Where can I put this money? How can I know exactly what my income is going to be? That's when they need to take a look at something like the Athene Ascent Pro bonus. It's been a fantastic product here. Again, Athene is an A-rated carrier. They were number 2 in index and fixed annuity sales last year. Definitely a company on the rise. Finally, if you're looking for SPIAs, SPIAs are very easy. Let's say you have that client that says, Mr. Agent, I need something that's going to provide an income for me immediately, something that's going to start paying out right away. American National has an outstanding SPIA for you. And one thing I really love about it, American National has those cash refund and those installment refund options. You're seeing those start to go away. So at least your clients can get a cash refund or installment refund if they were to pass away prior to all the payouts being made. I love that one. American National has a lot of excellent pieces as well on how they're beating out some of the big players out there. Their SPIA is still doing a fantastic job, folks. So if you need something for immediate income, the SPIA is a great way to go with American National. So I wanted to wrap up today just kind of by talking about where we're headed a little bit. Why this annuity conversation is so important to start having with your clients if you're not already having it. Now listen, a lot of hoopla has been made about the DOL fiduciary rule. It definitely worried us a little bit. As you can see, Levinson and Associates are well prepared. They even have an entire DOL resource center for you. But the good news is the Fifth Circuit Court out of New Orleans actually vacated the DOL rule back in March. So many signs are pointing to the DOL rule going away. Now, I'm not saying it is gone. It's certainly not completely gone by any means, but no organizations and the federal government, the DOJ and the DOL did not appeal the rule by April 30th, which was the deadline. That deadline to appeal that ruling by the Fifth Circuit Court was April 30th. They did not do it, so you're seeing articles like this. This one just came out on May 4th. Insurers rejoice at the near death of the DOL fiduciary rule. We might be getting close, but I still suggest you use those DOL resources that Levinson and Associates have for you anytime you're making a qualified annuity sale. If you're unsure what we're talking about here, I know Bill, I know Joe, and Josh can definitely help you out with all of those resources when you're talking to your clients. Guys, and I just wanted to bring up a couple more things here. All signs point to an upcoming recession here. Just where we're headed, where are we headed? Why is this annuity conversation so important to have with your clients right now? Well, all signs are pointing to an upcoming recession. We are seeing things happen right now in the marketplaces that we're not really used to seeing. We see a lot of hype taking over instead of some common sense, if you will. And it's not just myself saying that. This is something that we're seeing on a lot of articles. Take a look at this CNBC article. Guggenheim investment chief sees a recession and a 40% plunge in stocks ahead. I actually had the pleasure of seeing this gentleman speak at a meeting recently. And what he's saying is basically, depending on the conditions, we're a bit overdue for a recession at this point. Now, think about who your clients are. Think about your clients nearing retirement. This is a conversation you need to start having with those clients who are nearing retirement. If you expect some damage to happen here from a possible recession in years 2019, 2020, we're only a couple years away from that. If your clients are looking at protecting their retirement assets, having that fixed annuity conversation is the right conversation to have right now. I also pulled a couple other articles. 75% of the ultra-rich forecast a U.S. recession in the next 2 years. Here's another article from Bloomberg. The next U.S. recession will start in 2020. Folks, all I'm saying is the conversation, the timing is right. We may have the DOL rule behind us right now. We may have a possible recession coming right now, which is the best reason ever for clients to put something with the principal security of fixed annuities. And let's not forget about those turbulent times your clients have already seen. You can help be their all-purpose agent by making sure 2020 doesn't affect your clients, and you can help them do that by truly caring about your clients and putting that money into those fixed annuities. Guys, that's really my presentation right there. I know we covered a lot, but I hope all of that could be very helpful.
Yep, that was awesome, Chris. Great job. And I think everyone will agree, well worth the time spent. You know, it's all too often we jump on these carrier webinars and, you know, they're very single-minded. They talk about one or two specific products from, of course, their carrier, which we would expect nothing different. But when you hear Chris, he gives that perspective from a true independent broker. So, you know, I love to listen to him because, you know, good, bad, indifferent, he's going to tell us how it is, what's hot, what's not, and everyone can walk away with a little nugget of knowledge here. So that was awesome. Again, call Josh for any questions, proposals, marketing material. We can get Chris involved if we need to. I'm going to mention a couple more things, and then we'll announce the tablet winner. First of all, I know Chris mentioned the Insurance Newsnet DOL article. That was awesome stuff there. And we are going to be on the cover in August. So a couple months away, we made the cover, Insurance Newsnet August. You'll see me on the cover. We talk all about disrupting the insurance industry with all of our tools, technology, lead programs. So you'll see that in about 8 weeks here. We're very excited about that, as you can imagine. And again, we would not be in this position without our agents. So very thankful and blessed. Okay, agent training events coming up. That's what you're on right now. Very, very important. Agency Automator for your 1,000 prospects every month. Jump on the Agency Automator CRM training every Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the only CRM tool in the industry that is insurance and annuity focused. So well worth time spent. Agency Automator Plus, that is built just for recruiting. So same exact mindset, but built for recruiting downline agents to your hierarchy every Monday and Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, some important dates you should jot down. On the 13th, very, very important, tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern, we are rolling out the Agency Automator. That's everything we just went over. The latest version 2.0. We made a whole bunch of updates. We're launching a new website builder for life insurance and annuities. This is awesome stuff. Never been done before. All complimentary. We're going to roll out the launch webinar tomorrow, 1 p.m. Jot that down. Please don't miss that. On the 15th, we have a new long-term care standalone product. So this day and age, everything is based on, life insurance with LTC riders or annuities with living benefits. This is a standalone LTC policy that is awesome. Okay, we're going to talk all about that in the official launch on the 15th, 21st. We're going to go over top index universal life sales ideas by using our iGenius. It's the only carrier-approved iGenius software system, okay, built for you to sell IUL. 27th, we're going to talk about the industry's top long-term care and living benefit riders. Okay, there's, again, some rumors flying around. We're going to clear up those rumors, talk to you about what's hot and what's not in the living benefit world. So try to be on that call on the 27th. We're going to end with this right before 3 p.m. Eastern, so we're right on time. Okay. I love this quote here, and I'm going to just talk for about 45 seconds, and then we'll announce the tablet winner. So, I remember 20 years back, I spoke to a professor that actually taught life insurance courses, CLU, CHFC, continuing ed at the local college here, and he said to me, Bill, I love what you're doing. I love that you're a salesperson in this life insurance industry, and I want you to keep going and learn from your father and pay attention and do whatever you can to absorb and soak up everything like a sponge. This will be the best kept secret or the worst nightmare, talking about the insurance industry as a whole. And I made this the best kept secret because I said to myself, I'm going to do whatever it takes to build this organization and make us unique and bring a totally different message and platform to insurance agents. And that's exactly what we have done. I hope all of you as insurance agents are doing the same thing. Don't give up. Make it through the obstacles, the hurdles. Okay, as bad as one day is, the next day is going to get that much better. It always happens like that. If it's a bad 2 days, the next 2 days will turn around. Whatever the case is, it always turns around. What I love about our business, there's no limits, right? We all have a business inside of a business. There's no cap. Okay, we have some agents that live day to day and week to week. We have other agents that live in Greenwich, Connecticut in a $10 million home. Okay, there is no limit on what we do. It's up to you how big or small you're going to grow or reduce your practice day in and day out. So write down your goals and let's all do whatever it takes. We'll end with this. 20 plus years ago, I was borrowing money for gas. I made a dream board, focused on my goals, and never let my foot off the gas since. Let's all go out there and make big things happen in this insurance, annuity, fast-moving world. Tablet winner, I want to say a big congratulations to Emmanuel B. Emmanuel B., congratulations. We'll mail your tablet out today. Thanks again. Have a wonderful rest of the week, a good weekend, and great selling. Take care.